I want to say 44. I want to say, yeah, 44. 45 was MC Shan's Project Ho. 44 is 1987's Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble from the Rock the House album, produced by Jazzy Jeff, DJ Jazzy Jeff, written, I'm assuming, by the Fresh Prince. Look, I got personal issues with this song. Not necessarily the song, but what happened with the song. We'll get to it. Let's just start it off. Story. This was broken up into two different stories, I believe. The first story has Will, the Fresh Prince, walking down the street, and he sees an attractive woman. He says hello because that's what guys do. For some reason, hello is whack these days. You gotta come up with some kind of, I don't know. But he says hello. She identifies herself as Exotic Elaine, which, you know, I don't know. Maybe she was a glow wrestler or something. but not to be outdone. I mean, because who says, hey, my friends call me Exotic Elaine? Like, what kind of friends? Anyway, but again, not to be outdone, he introduces himself as the Prince. So I guess they're both strange. At least Elaine said why. But on the other hand, how dare she ask why when she is introducing herself as Exotic Elaine? Moving along. He basically says he wraps her up and flashed some money, and she was on his tip, you know. And so he basically admits to tricking off on her, and that got her sewn up, you know. So I guess if you just say hello, say you're a rapper, and show some money, I'm not sure if Exotic Elaine is a wholesome woman. He says in the song, I took over town, I wined her and dined her. She asked me, was I horny? I said, well, kinda. Which, that definitely gets right to the point. So he tricks her off. He tricks off on her. And he gets her a nice meal and boozed her up. And then just said, she was like, yeah, you horny? Which, horny, who uses that word anyway? But hey, this was 87. Here's my beef that I alluded to earlier in the show. I'm going with the original version, not the watered down, corny version they re-released after he became famous. See, I'm sure they took the whole horny. No, she did in the version that you would get. She says, am I sexy? And he says, well, kinda. The horny part is gone. Anyway, after noting she was horny, she jumped on him and started hugging and kissing her. Hugging and kissing him. And unlike the kid-friendly Will Smith we all know and love, he says, I punched her in the chin and said, you better stop bugging. But again, in the version you're gonna find, he doesn't say he punched anybody. So after Will thwarted her advances, the woman, named Exotic Elaine, yelled out rape. The Fresh Prince then does another hilarious thing, again, only in the original version. He says, I got mad when she started to yell, so I hit her with a trash can and ran like hell. He went ECW on her. He hit her with a trash can. Again, that's not in the re-release version. The version that almost everybody else heard because they didn't really listen to Rock the House until after he was famous. Anyway, the cops appeared out of nowhere and chased him down and beat him down And he blames the dumb broad. Well, again, dumb broad is not in the. And says girls are nothing but trouble. Now, though he probably should have tricked off on a woman, he probably shouldn't have tricked off on a woman calling herself Exotic Elaine mere minutes after meeting her. But even though, you know, he didn't want, for whatever reason, he didn't want her on him like that, and she yelled rape, and you know, that's, you know, that's what happened. And then we get the chorus, and then we get the chorus, you know. But you know, he in the original version, he said he was in prison for aggravated assault. But, you know, and he said that the cops almost beat him to death. So. Listen, this happened. This is a song in '87, but think about this: women yelling rape, and nobody raped them. Cops beating the guy up. He didn't even do anything. Well, I guess all right, he did hit her with a trash, and he punched her in the chin. All right, never mind. I take it back. Anyway, we'll get to the second story. Anyway, all right, second story. This is the second story, the second verse of the song. Will was in a bar watching the Sugar Ray fight, original version. Updated version, I'm pretty sure this ain't Mike Tyson. He was sipping on tequila when he runs into a woman named Sheila, which is apropos because it rhymes with tequila. You know, he meets some very aggressive women because Sheila pays for his drink and then says, "Let's go," to her place. They get to her place, more drinks. He says wine's in the glasses. Then all of a sudden she starts making little passes at me. She says, "Sweetheart, today's your lucky day because when I'm finished with you, you're gonna yell Olay," which again, very aggressive women. Exotic Elaine and this trollop Sheila. So they eventually make it to the bedroom. Will notices her bed has Gucci sheets. Maybe they had the logo on them. I don't know. This is not the time to be looking at tags. As the Fresh Prince goes in to seal the deal, a man shows up sounding very much like Mr. T and asks, "Where's his baby?" Oddly, he shows up pissed. I mean, he just, maybe because he sounds like Mr. T, he just sounds pissed, but he shows up like, you know, he's already ready for a confrontation. Anyway, he shows up in the room and sees Will with his woman. It's Will, Fresh Prince, same person, we know this. And so when he sees him, he says, "Boy, I'm gonna tear your butt limb from limb." Which, you know, again, this is '87. I mean, it would be very funny if now in 2018, 2019, someone told you they were gonna tear your butt limb from limb. So Will escapes by jumping out the window during a snowstorm, mind you, naked. He left his keys at Sheila's. They were in his pants. On her bookcase. I don't know how his pants got to the bookcase. I wasn't there. So again, he warns us that girls ain't nothing but trouble. You know, I suppose she was trouble. Probably should have taken her back to his place on that one. So he meets one woman who tries to sex him down immediately, and he rebuffs her. Then he goes home to smash another woman immediately. Not incredibly consistent, but it's a dope song. It would have been nice. I don't remember. So he has a video with the whack version. I don't know who was more attractive, Elaine or Sheila. I'm guessing Sheila because Exotic Elaine was all over him, and he didn't want none of that. See, here's the thing. This is what you're not noticing, though. Sheila paid for his drink and then took him for some adulting. See, he had to wine and dine Exotic Elaine. So he was already out of money. He's probably feeling like, it's not even worth it. But Sheila, she was like, I got your fucking tequila. Let's get out of here and do the... Yeah, I need a Sheila. Look, if you can find the original, it's a much better version. Funnier than the attempt to make a funnier one in the edit. After Parents Just Don't Understand came out. That's what happened. Parents Just Don't Understand came out. Then they went back and edited everything to hell and made, this is ridiculous. Anyway, it's a great original version. That's all I got. That's the song, 1987. Girls Ain't Nothing But Trouble. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. Rock the House album. A great album. If you haven't heard the album, go get that album. It's a lot of stuff on there. So that's number 44. Next show will be 43, and we're gonna keep counting down till we get to 1. So in the meantime, in between time, let's play the song, hip hop.